Do you sound British or American? What is the difference between the two accents? If you ever tried on a British accent or an American accent for fun, you probably know about a few of the differences between the two. But for every difference you know about, there's a hidden one you probably never even noticed. I'm going to break down British English and American English for you in detail. Okay, here's one you probably know about. It's the T sound. British English, it's hot out. American English, it's hot out. What's the difference? British English has the aspirated T, so for the ends of words and between vowels, it sounds like T, same as at the start of words, hot out. But in American English, we change those two T's to flaps, hot out, hot out. Actually, the second T, we just don't release it. So the flap T is a major difference between British English and American English. Hot out, hot out. I'm sure you knew about that one, but you probably didn't know about this next one, the U sounds. I knew it was due on Tuesday. British. American, I knew it was due on Tuesday. What was different there? There's a little y sound before the letter U, before the oo sound, you, tew, due in British English. In American English, we've dropped that after certain letters, D, S, N. We say due to. I knew it was due on Tuesday versus I knew it was due on Tuesday. Can you hear the y sound? It's pretty subtle, but it's one of those things that makes something pretty distinctly British or American sounding. Okay, here's one you probably know. Word choice. British English, fancy a cuppa? American English, wanna grab a drink? So of course we use different words in British English and American English. It's a pretty obvious part of accent, and it's a fun one to play around with. But here's something you might not have known about words. It's word stress. Let's hear an example. British English. I saw an advertisement for the laboratory. American English. I saw an advertisement for the laboratory. What's different? We're stressing different syllables in these words, which makes the vowel sounds a little bit different. Where you put the stress gives you a clear vowel, laboratory versus laboratory. We reduce and change the vowels in the unstressed syllables versus the stressed syllables. Here's one you know. Our differences. A paper bird, British. A paper bird, American English. American English has the rhotic R for all of our R sounds, so red, bird, paper. Whether the R is at the beginning, middle, or the end of the word, we use the same R in American English. But British English only uses the rhotic R in the start of words. In the middle and ends of words, they use an R-colored schwa. So rather than bird, tight R, American English, it sounds like bird. It's got a little bit of R coloring, but it's more of a schwa. Or paper. There's basically no there, just the schwa. One you might not have known about, the L sound. British. A lot of little lights. American English. A lot of little lights. What's the difference? American English, we use the dark L, and a lot of our L's sound a little bit colored by the dark L. It's about lifting the back of the tongue, having a little bit of a vowel sound before it, whereas in British English, there's much more of a light L throughout, just the front of the tongue lifts, and it's a lot crisper. One you probably knew about, the vowel that letter A makes in words. British, lost chance. American, last chance. The difference here, British is a back vowel, a little bit rounded, lost chance. American, front vowel, nice and open in the front, back of the tongue is lifted, last chance. One you might not have known, what letter O does. British, it's not a problem. American English, not a problem. In British English, this vowel is rounded and pretty far back, not problem. In American English, it's totally unrounded and not quite as far back, not problem. Okay, let's try putting these all together. Let's listen to the British.
We shall have to go round the corner for a cuppa as we've been out of hot water in the laboratory since Tuesday.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. We shall have to go round the corner for a cuppa as we've been out of hot water in the laboratory since Tuesday. I didn't get it quite right, did I? It's fun to try. Now the American way. I think I got this one. We'll have to grab a coffee out since the hot water in the lab ran out on Tuesday. Okay, that one feels a little more natural for me. Of course, there are lots of different American accents, lots of different British accents, but I hope you had some fun learning the differences, and if you want to go in more detail, check out this longer video here.